Hey, no need to be intimidated by this project. I was at first too, and I totally get it, okay? Totally get it. But I'm here to show you that you don't have to be afraid of this huge squeegee, and you certainly don't need to be afraid of this giant surface that's sitting in front of me. Y'all can't even see the whole thing. We're going to redo this board, so let me see if I can show you without knocking myself out, okay? Look how big this thing is. And it's upside down, but look, it's humongous, okay? I get it. It is scary, but no need to be afraid. We are going to tackle this one together, okay? Let me see. Oh, goodness. I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, just plain water in my squirt bottle, okay? This is all paste on here. It's all going to come off real easy. It's been on here for probably since this time last year, okay? All I'm going to do is I'm going to spray a lot of water on here, okay? And in the meantime, I want you to tell me, so we're going to use this transfer, Grateful for the Big Things. It's one of the new ones that just came out, okay? I want to know, so my house is like neutrals, okay? I really want to use gold. But tell me, are we using Dune, silver, or gold tonight, okay? Vote in the comments, and I'm going to start working on getting this cleaned up, okay? So hopefully I don't use this whole water bottle, but we can refill it if we need to. Hi, Stephanie. Hey, Lisa. Hi, Alma and Tammy. This is a paste scraper, okay? It will be your best friend whenever you're removing paste from these boards, okay? From any removable surface. Now, all I'm doing, and it's hard to see, I know, because this thing is giant, but I'm just scraping the paste, okay? After you wet it, you want to scrape it, because if not, you will tear up your board eraser, and it's just not worth doing that. When you can get a lot of it off, or at least like loosen it up a little bit with the paste scraper, and then you can wipe it down and come back with a board eraser and get any ghosting and any other paste off the surface, okay? You don't have to scrape up every little bit, but I like to go over every part of the design and make sure that I loosen up every little bit of it, so that I don't kill my board eraser, because I go through tons and tons of board erasers around here. And if I can save myself a couple dollars in any way, shape, or form, I'm doing it. Okay, silver so far. Okay, so that was my first choice too. I love it. Make sure that y'all vote in the comments. Let me know whenever you show up, and tell me your opinion: gold, Dune, or silver. Okay. Any of those three would go wonderfully in my house. This I'm going to hang in my living room. I don't have anything hanging out there yet. And as y'all know, whenever I sold my house, I sold it with pretty much everything on the walls. Hi, Patsy. How are you, love? So, all the stuff on the walls got left pretty much, except for like anything personal. I mean, I had a ton of chalk stuff hanging in my house. I left it all because I wanted to get the opportunity to begin again, not only with furniture, because we bought all new furniture too. And the people that bought our house had a fire in their old house, and so they had literally nothing. And that's exciting to me, getting, not the fire, but getting to purchase all new. So this is a baby wipe. All I'm doing is I'm just going over the surface, and I'm gathering up the chunky bits of paste. Okay, now this is not clean by not even by a long stretch, okay? But we're going to just clean this up. I don't want to clog up my board eraser or anything like that with all this paste, because it's a lot, okay? But I want to get the majority of it off so that I can really focus on the hard to get paste. And any ghosting, okay? Because this surface should not have any ghosting, and it won't, okay? So make sure that you vote in the comments because I need your help. I can't decide on my own what color we're going to use. And the choices are Dune, Silver, and Gold, okay? Now, I've pretty much got a nice clean-ish slate. Now, I'm going to take my sprayer and I'm going to spray it again, okay? I wiped off a lot of it. My board eraser, I'm going to make sure that's good and wet, okay? And normally I do this at the sink, okay? But we're in here right now, so we have to be mobile. But this just goes to show that you can clean a board, one of these boards, anywhere. I know a lady who doesn't even take it off of her wall to clean it, okay? She just goes right in with the board eraser while it's still hanging, which I think is hysterical, okay? And it works just great. She can go and she can clean her surface off and be ready for the next season in a matter of minutes. Now, I'm going to wipe this down one more time. And this time I'm going to use the microfiber side of my fuzzing cloth. Okay, here's our transfer. It says grateful for the big things, the little things, and everything in between. This is going to go in my living room. I need to know, hi Chels, what color am I using? Okay, we have Dune, Silver, or Gold picked out. One of those colors is going to be used. And so far, it looks like Silver is like the clear winner. Okay, now I need to look a little closer at this because I do see a little bit of ghosting, but I assure you that you will not see it whenever I get done, okay? And once you put your new design on, you won't see anything except the gorgeous design. So I have little bits of paste, but it does look like Silver is winning. Yes, it sure is. Okay, so now, my board is clean, okay? And here's what we do. Take your fuzzing cloth and lay it out. Crimson, I love you, Uma, but I can't put crimson. I would like to have this be year-round, and I don't have anything really in my house that would go. But not that shimmer crimson is not gorgeous, and I don't even like red, okay? And I mean, I'm wearing red nail polish, I get it, but I'm not a huge red fan. But shimmer crimson is a gorgeous, gorgeous color. Yeah, it would be. You are correct. But y'all, I don't think you understood the assignment, my friends. All right. But I knew that that was going to happen if I asked for opinions. I just knew it. As soon as I hit play tonight, I thought, I need to ask what everyone wants me to do. And I absolutely already knew it. Okay, so here is my transfer. That big transfer that everyone is so intimidated by is stuck right here, okay, on this fuzzing cloth. It's not going to stick to itself. The side kind of did a little bit because I did it unevenly. But it's going to be fine, okay? If you do get it stuck to itself, all you need to do is just run some water on it. And, oh my gosh, y'all, this freaking moss is, I'm telling you, everywhere. Okay, I've got it stuck in 2 places right now. And it's not even on my desk. The container is in its home over there. Okay, so, all right. I'm just going to pick this up and fuzz it one, maybe two more times, okay? It does need to be fuzzed well, especially whenever you're gonna stick it to one of these chalkboards, because it may be like, okay, I fuzzed it plenty, and then you're gonna get it stuck on that chalkboard and it's like hard to get it off, okay? So, oh my gosh, this thing is enormous, but it's okay. Don't be afraid, okay? This is gonna be super easy and painless, I promise you. All right, now, just stick it like that, okay? And then you can do whatever you want with it. You can throw it down and it will be fine, okay? So I'm gonna get it right side up. This is the top, okay? And, no, I really screwed up whenever I stuck this to the thing. Make sure that you do it straight, because your fuzzing cloth is like the perfect size for this, okay? Ooh, shimmer copper. I do love shimmer copper. I do. Okay, now, here we go. This is the way to do it. Now, I'm gonna take this, and it's gonna be kind of hard to see because my arms are only so long, okay? But I'm trying here, okay? My gosh. See how sticky it still is? Okay. Now, I'm gonna go right there. And I'm just going to try to line it up with the frame, okay? I'm gonna set it down up at the top, and I'm gonna start pushing down. Now, I can already feel some bubbles and stuff in there. Trying to work out if they're actually bubbles or if they're gonna bother my design, and I don't think they will. So, I'm just gonna work it down. It's still stuck to my fuzzing cloth, okay? I have not removed it from there. And I just wanna make sure it's good and stuck before I keep going. Gosh, I love this font. And the sentiment on this transfer is just perfect. I've been waiting for something new to come out, a big transfer like this, because of the wall in my living room. There's nothing on it. And I need something hanging in there. Okay. Now, I've got the edge over here, pretty much all the way down. Detail tool is highly recommended, okay, for these kind of things, because you can see that it's covering the corners, all right? So it's gonna be difficult for me to get in there and pick this thing up whenever the time comes. But I'm gonna use my detail tool, and I'm gonna get into the corner, okay? My palm has been itching, so I'm hoping that means that money is headed my way. Well, cross your fingers for me, because I could use it. All right, so you can comment, by the way, the word grateful, and let me just show you this, okay? I don't know, hopefully y'all can see the design on there underneath the, like, looks like scratches from me pushing it down, because this thing is so see-through. Now, I'm just gonna do one last check and run my hand over this, make sure that there's no bubbles. Now, I do have a couple bubbles. I have one here, I have one over here, but they're not a big deal because they are not affecting the silk screen, okay? So comment the word grateful. Get this on sale tonight, y'all. It's a great deal, okay? And you can reuse the surface, all right? Think holiday designs, things like that you can do very easily and redo them. No need to buy another surface like this, because one is great, okay? Now, this is the handled squeegee, y'all. This squeegee is a must. And it's awesome because, let me show you, there's a little lever right here, and you just pull it, and you can pull the squeegee out to wash it, and you don't have to get this wet, okay? That way you're not taking your squeegee or taking the metal, putting it under water, getting it all rusty and gross, okay? This is silver, what everyone asked for besides shimmer copper, champagne, or shimmer crimson, which I do love. And maybe I know we will be using shimmer crimson quite a bit here coming up. The great thing about this squeegee is that I can put it on the handle, or I can take it off and use it just the same. Okay, it's kind of hard for me to see like this. Let me see if I can get a little closer. My arm is not long enough to be reaching and seeing. My eyes don't work the way they used to. I've been noticing that lately. Y'all, I need to go to the eye doctor. That I have to zoom in a lot more than I did before. Okay, so that is good, I think. So I'm gonna try to get to a place where I can do paste and peel. Okay, so I'm gonna get this part next, and then I'm gonna peel it up and show you. Gosh, I love this transfer. Let me get this bee too, because I already started it accidentally. Now, you could use a smaller squeegee for this if you want. This one is awesome for big surfaces like this, for doing pretty much any kind of hot mess technique where you mix the colors, because it doesn't need precision. Okay, this thing is great for that, and for getting large surfaces quickly. Okay, so now let me set that over here. Where did I put my detail tool? It's underneath literally everything over here. Okay, so I'm gonna just pull this up right here. I'm gonna pull it over, and I'm gonna find the center, and I'm gonna start peeling up. Okay, now you can see this thing is very stuck. Okay, I know that we all thought that I fuzzed it enough, and I'm gonna tell you right now that I didn't. I knew that I didn't, but I was being lazy. And this looks like absolute perfection. Okay, so now I've pulled it up to that part, okay? And at the same time, I'm checking to make sure that I got everything in the area of where I was pulling up, okay? To make sure that my design is good. I don't need to go back over it, because if I did, I could just lay that back down and go right back over it, okay? Now I think I'm hopefully to a place where I can do this from here. I don't know, that's kind of hard to see with the glare. Now, carrying on, and I'm gonna, okay, so as you can see, I pulled up some of this part, and I didn't realize it at the time, but I need to just make sure that I push down everything and get a nice tight seal again, so that I can go back over this, okay? Now again, even if currently I'm live, but here in a little bit, if you're watching the replay, first of all, comment hashtag replay, okay? Second of all, you'll know because this little red live thing isn't here anymore, which is totally fine. You can still watch, you can still comment the keyword, you can still get this thing on sale, even after I'm not live anymore. You can still get all my details. All right. But make sure that you comment. Let me know that you watched on the replay. I always like to go back and see. I love seeing whenever y'all are watching. Okay. And happy Friday, by the way. Oh my gosh, y'all. It was the longest day ever today. And I was hoping it was going to be an easy day. And it was okay. It was not horrible. I've had worse days. But it was a good day. And it was over semi-quickly. So, but it was busy. So, hopefully y'all have some fun plans this weekend. We do not. I need to go get a pedicure. That's the one thing on my list that I have to do. Okay. I'm trying to see make sure that I got everything here. And I'm pretty sure I did, okay? Now I'm gonna pull this up from the bottom because it will be easier for me to get it off of here from the bottom. Now I'm putting that back in my jar. I don't know if y'all could see that or not. And then I'm gonna stick that in my cup. I did wash all of my squeegees and paintbrushes last night. Or I stuck my squeegees in a thing of water. Okay, that counts. I washed my brushes though, finally. Okay, now as I pull up, I'm gonna check this, and I'm pulling it up. I'm getting to the center, okay? I don't wanna pull up from the corner. So I'm coming over to the center, and there's freaking moss stuck to the bottom of this transfer, but that's okay. Okay, so right here on this S, we have a little bit of an issue. So I'm just gonna stick that back down, and I'm going to take my detail tool, since I have it in my hand, and fill in that paste on there. Now, as you can tell, I just laid the rest of it back down. I didn't push all of it down, okay? I did not want to mess up the rest of it, but that looks awesome, okay? Setting that over there, I will clean it here in a little while, okay? But look how perfect this is, okay? Isn't that great? And that was super easy, right? It was not difficult. This board is cleanable, okay? You cannot see any sign that this had a holiday or Halloween design on it before, okay? And it sat for over a year. It went to storage for what? I don't know how long it was in storage until we got into this house. A couple months. I don't know if it was a cold storage or what, but it sat there. And here we are with paste that was on there for a year, and we look great, okay? So comment the word grateful. Grab this for yourself, okay? Find a big wall that you can hang it on, and know that you don't even have to take it off the wall to redo the design, which is awesome, okay? And I hope you had a wonderful Friday. I hope you have a great Friday night. Have so much fun tonight. Make big plans for the weekend, and I'll see you soon, okay? Love you all.